Hello, lovely people of the world.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
This is Justin and Sarah, and we're on our new sofa in our home still. There's our cat over there.
That's Hershey.
Feel free to check out this link for our Amazon baby registry.
And let us know, you guys, if you have any suggestions or reviews, like suggestions about items that we have missed, or if you have like negative or positive reviews on some of the products that have been listed on our registry. That way, you know, we could learn too from you guys and find out whether they're the right items for us to get or for our friends and families to get. But please do not feel obliged to purchase anything off of our registry. We just wanted to share it with you guys, especially for the new moms to be out there who don't know where to begin to organize a registry. Of course, I'm sure we all have different tastes and preferences and stuff, but at least they would know where to get started. Because I know myself, being a first-time mom, I appreciated Justin here copying off of my sister's baby registry, which was also on Amazon. That way we had an idea. And also for those of you who've still been requesting to have our mailing address information in the description box below as well. Okay, so today's Thursday, December 6th, which marks the last day of my 34-week period. So that answers the first question, which is how far along am I? And I am 34 weeks and 6 days along. I can't believe it. Symptoms. So my symptoms for week 31, my fingers and toes started to swell. So you know how I mentioned in the previous video that my rings almost don't fit? They officially don't fit. I didn't even notice my fingers were swelling until my rings didn't fit anymore. But yeah, with the toes, it's obvious. Like I look at it and you're like, I got fat toes. Hey. So my ankles start to feel sore when I'm standing too long. Like I can't stay in one position for too long standing up. I need to move around a bit, shift my weight from left to right. So that's for week 31. So my symptoms for week 32 onwards, I noticed pain to my hips, especially to my left hip, because I try my best to sleep or lay on my left side more. I read lots of articles, highly recommend sleeping, that the mother sleeps on her left side in order to promote better circulation. My OB says there's nothing against pregnant women laying on their backs. It's just that studies have shown that it does constrict a bit of the blood vessel called the vena cava, which supposedly brings circulation to and from the baby. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but I still just don't want to risk it, you know. And also I noticed that I was having shortness of breath whenever I'd go up and down the stairs. I don't make a run for it. I mean, I can barely make a run for it, this big bump, really. It's just normal, slowly walking up or slowly walking down the stairs. And then at the end of it, you feel like you ran a marathon. That's how I felt. Oh, and then another symptom that I noticed, when I sit up from bed first thing in the morning and I try to stand onto my feet, I have to hold on to the bed for support because my feet cannot actually take my weight first thing in the morning. It's like all of a sudden there's like numbness and tingling to my heels. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then, of course, it's scary because, I mean, if you are not mindful of it, I could actually like get up and just land on the floor and just hear a loud thud and go like, honey, are you okay? I'm on the floor. So yeah, I had to get up and then I couldn't feel my heels. So I was like, whoa, I had to sit back down. I was like, what's this numbness here? So yeah, I'm guessing that's possibly associated to the swelling to my feet. Thank goodness my sweet, sweet husband bought me compression stockings years ago for work. So I make sure to wear them, especially when I'm at work, so that it would help keep me going. Okay, so that's all I got for symptoms. Let's go to total weight gain. Okay, so for week 31, I gained 3.4 pounds. And between weeks 31 and 32, I gained 0.8 pounds. Weeks 32 to 33, I gained 0.6 pounds. And weeks 33 to 34, I gained only 0.4 pounds. I don't know if you guys noticed, I did say between weeks 30 and 31, I gained a total of 3.4 pounds. That's like, is that actually the biggest weight gain I've ever had? No. A weekly weight gain of 4 pounds between weeks 25 and 26. My coworkers did notice that I was having puffiness to my face, and that when I smile, my nose is actually stretched from ear to ear. Just kidding, not that far. My hubby here would never, ever, ever admit to that. That's your Adam's apple. I thought that was your chin. He would never admit, like, I was like, honey, do I look swollen and puffy? And he was like, no, honey, you look like the most beautiful woman alive. I'm like, tell me the truth. But anyway, my coworker's like, yeah, you look a little puffy and now you have a bit of a double chin. And I'm like, that's nice. Thank you guys for noticing. They're just so honest, you know? It's totally unsolicited, but thank you. So yeah, my total weight gain compared to pre-pregnancy is actually 27.4 pounds. I'm hoping that's all baby, but anyway, no, it's not. There's no way the baby's 27 pounds. But you know, I mean, there's like breast milk and amniotic fluid and placenta, all that good stuff involved, right? So yeah, lovely. Basically, I took the scales at the latest at 139.4 pounds. Next, maternity clothes. I am wearing maternity clothes. My top is not maternity clothes. My bottom is. The leggings. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay. Can't see my legging. I'm wearing maternity legging right there. Right there. He loves the bump. It's like, Jeannie, I'd like to make a wish.
Genie, I like to make a wish.
But yeah, this is just a long top. One of my friends gifted it to me at work. Yes, my. Thank you, my. Next, stretch marks. No stretch marks yet. How am I sleeping? Very, very well. Thank you very much. Highlights. One of the highlights of 32 weeks, when I was 32 weeks along, was we had been scheduled for my very last ultrasound. Hopefully, if everything goes well, my very last planned ultrasound, because my doctor, I probably mentioned this to you guys, right, about the whole marginal cord insertion that was in the previous video. So they just wanted to make sure that my fibroids are not blocking the passage of baby and that they have not grown in size significantly. They want to also make sure that baby's birth weight is normal, because with MCI, or marginal cord insertion, where, you know, check out my previous video, you guys will understand. Babies of moms with MCI tend to have low birth weight. Yeah, she just wanted to make sure that was all okay. What else? Yeah, just to determine the baby's positioning and also the amount of amniotic fluid in there. There were so many reasons for this latest ultrasound, so yeah, super excited because we got to see baby Park again. You have such big cheeks. Who has big cheeks, honey?
I do, or I did.
Yes. Justin had big cheeks, just like baby girl. So I guess we already know she's gonna look like him. During my latest OB appointment, which was on Wednesday, December 5, yesterday, our doctor, obstetrician, actually got to talk to me about the results, and she told me that good news, actually great news, my two biggest fibroids actually shrunk in size a little bit. I'll take that any day, as opposed to they grew a little bit. She said her guess as to whether I was having early labor-like contractions when I was around 20 weeks along was due to the fibroids degenerating. So that was her guess, and she's saying the fact that I didn't have any more abdominal pain or contractions after that goes to show that it must have been the fibroid shrinking. But I thought with all that pain I would shrink significantly. No, she's like, it shrunk a little bit, which is great. It's like, oh, okay, good. The great news also is that baby's head is down. Okay, still. So she hasn't flipped, because, you know, you can never tell with this baby girl. Everything is unpredictable with this one. Feisty. So yeah, baby's head's still down, and there's absolutely no reason as of right now for me to not be able to give birth vaginally. When the time comes. They're saying that the passage is not blocked. Baby's passage not blocked by my fibroid, so that's great. Yay, I'll take that. That great news again, a baby girl actually has a perfectly normal birth weight. She's measuring at 3.8 something pounds. And then I got to ask my doctor 2 questions. My sister drank raspberry leaf tea during her 36th week of pregnancy. And she also started inserting evening primrose oil capsules nightly, vaginally, during her 37th week of pregnancy onwards. So I asked my doctor what her take was on those two things. And my doctor was like, I am completely fine with you starting the raspberry leaf tea at 37 weeks onwards because we don't want you possibly going into preterm labor. Because what it does is it tones the uterus. And I think the evening primrose oil ripens the cervix. But yeah, she said that with the evening primrose oil capsules, she would not recommend it because there's not enough studies to show that they help, and there's not enough studies to show that they don't help.
Or they're safe.
Week 33, Justin here, actually went away to Vegas for a week. Do you want to talk on that, honey?
It was for a conference for 5 days. Me and my coworkers at my work. So everything is all paid for by the company that I work for, so it didn't cost me a dime.
So yeah, unfortunately I could not join him at the time for that week of conference because, was it unfortunate or fortunate? I don't know. You said you were running around a lot. I'm like, ugh.
We were walking around a lot. I actually hurt my legs the first night I got there because I was speed walking, trying to get from one hotel to another hotel. I was staying at Aria Hotel. And I'm trying to make a walk from there to Venetian and trying to speed walk, trying to time whether I can get there in certain amount of time, and they're hurting myself, so I was limping the whole time I was in Vegas. Just about every casino was filled with cigarette smoke, so my eyes were really red the whole time I was there.
But don't worry, you guys. He and I were Google Duoing. He and I were communicating every night via Google Duo. Not sponsored, you guys, just saying. But you didn't share a room with your coworkers, right? It was like you all happened to stay in the same hotel, but different rooms?
Yeah, even different floors.
It's your first time, is it?
It's my second time. I think first time I was in Vegas was in 2007, so that was a long time ago.
It's like almost 10 years.
Yeah. But I really love to take my wife there on our next Vegas trip.
Head bump. Boing.
I went to Hell's Kitchen in Las Vegas, but that was about it. I didn't see any shows.
But still, that's cool. How much is the food in Hell's Kitchen?
Expensive.
How much?
More than $100
per head, y'all. There is no way I was gonna go to that one with him. At least he saved money by not bringing me there.
In week 34, we had a baby shower in this house.
Woohoo! That's why you guys probably noticed there's a wreath over there and a little bit of garland along the stairwell and our Christmas tree. But you guys probably already know that if you follow us on Instagram, because that's where we keep you guys up to date as much as possible with recent events and photos. Follow us on Instagram, you guys, don't forget. For the birth of our baby girl Park, we would be communicating with you guys and sharing with the world the announcement of her arrival on Instagram, because it's just easier that way. You don't have to worry about editing. So if you guys want to be up to date, one of the first ones to find out about it, follow us on Instagram. Because Justin here promises that he will do his best to film the entire delivery without fainting.
Don't worry, the camera will be on tripod, so even if I faint, camera will still be pointing where it should be pointing instead of up at the ceiling.
So he says. We'll see. Actually, tomorrow we'll be hitting the 35th week mark of this pregnancy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm a little bit stressed. I feel like I need to be starting to pack my hospital bag, right? We should. Our hospital bags, because he's gonna be there too.
Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Alright.
And we love you guys, and thank you so much for being so patient with us despite all the late videos. And sorry we had to cram everything up each time. I hope you guys understand. Just really exhausted and really busy with life because we're both still working full-time as well. We love you guys for loving us unconditionally and for being so patient. Mwah! Can't wait for all of us, I guess, to see baby girl Park. Yay!
Alright, bye guys.
Bye.